I want you to do me a favor. Repeat after me. NIKOLA JOKIC is the MVP, and that's okay. Again, I want you to repeat after me, wherever you're watching this video at. NIKOLA JOKIC is the MVP, and that's okay. One time for the slow folks in the back. Say this with me. NIKOLA JOKIC is the MVP, and that's okay. All I've seen people in the media do throughout this year is find excuses to not give NIKOLA JOKIC of the Denver Nuggets the MVP award. It's actually baffling. We kicked the season off. NIKOLA JOKIC is right in the top 5. He got up to a great start. But there are a lot of names in the MVP conversation at that point in the year. Braun was in it. Obviously, Embiid was in it. At that point in time, people were like, yo, maybe KD or Kyrie will get into that conversation. Dame. There was a lot of people in the MVP conversation. Obviously, it was the beginning of the year. Everybody was healthy for the most part. Season progresses. We get to a stretch where Joel Embiid's the MVP of the league. And I understand. Embiid goes down with injury. Okay, fast forward. LeBron James, the MVP of the league. Even though NIKOLA JOKIC was going out night to night, averaging more assists than LeBron, more rebounds than LeBron, had a better record than LeBron and the Lakers. Whatevs. LeBron goes down. It's Damian Lillard. He's the MVP of the league. Okay, CJ McCollum comes back and Dame regresses a little bit. It's James Harden. He's hot. He's hot. He went down with a hamstring injury. We haven't seen him since. Now it's Chris Paul. He's the MVP of the league. Look at where he's taking the Phoenix Suns. All due respect to Chris Paul, if you follow this platform, you know I have the ultimate respect for CP3. He's my favorite point guard of all time to watch, my favorite. There have been games where Chris Paul has scored single-digit points, and the Suns have won by double digits. Understand what I just said there. There have been games where Phoenix have won by double digits in which Chris Paul scored single digits. That doesn't scream most valuable player to me. That screams great leader, floor general, not MVP. He scored 2 points in a Phoenix win over Portland a couple months back. Like, an MVP scoring 2 points? When does that ever happen? In any game. Chris Paul, it's a great story. He's helped that team. He's the best leader in basketball. I'll give you that. He's not the most valuable player. Now, all of a sudden, Giannis has gotten back in the conversation. Giannis should three-peat the MVP. What? We just coming up with stuff now. Say it with me. NIKOLA JOKIC is the MVP, and that's okay. He's been the most consistent player throughout. Knock on wood. More than anything else, outside of his great plays, he's just been healthier than any other star in the league. Joker's had big 40-plus point games. He's had the audacity to give you some assists, some rebounds as well. Durable as heck this year. He's the MVP. Look at that Denver Nuggets team. It's not great, by the way. We find ways to try to bring LeBron into the conversation, but he plays with another top 10 player. We find ways to bring James Harden in the conversation. He plays with two other top 15, top 20 players, another top 5 player. Anywho, yeah. I like Jamal Murray a lot. He's not a top 15 player right now. He's not. And by the way, even if you did, let's say you did think Jamal Murray was a top 15 player, he's hurt. He's gone for the year. And the Nuggets went 8-2 out the gate with Murray down. And they beat some really good teams. So even if you thought Jamal Murray was a big reason for that Denver Nuggets success, what about now? They're still doing it. Campazzo's out there getting it done with Joker. Eric Gordon ain't never won none. Supreme athlete. He ain't never won nothing. NIKOLA JOKIC is the MVP, and that's okay. It's fine. I promise you, you will be okay with the Joker winning one MVP. I saw Nick Wright earlier say, yo, The Joker's the worst MVP to win. If he wins it, he's the worst MVP in quite some time, in 30, 40 years. You might be right. But listen to me, Nick Wright, and everybody else out there. For this year, NIKOLA JOKIC is the MVP, and that's okay.